you seen Harder They Fall, right?
Harder They Fall. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the girl
that
they was calling a dude.
Harder They Fall. I'm sure I seen
the
it.
Western movie with Jonathan.
Yeah. You talking about dang, what was I forgot her name. I forgot her name.
So deep, but my mama was like she do a lot of good work, and I'm like, wow. And I was kind of focusing on like older people, like who've been for
Robert
a while.
Townsend.
Yeah, but I'm gonna definitely highlight some people who like up and coming.
Yeah,
like because you know their accomplishments still matter. Like
most do.
Yeah, so. Like, I had to do Robert Townsend the first day. That's my boy right there. Like he don't get enough.
He don't get no love at all. Like people just think he a 5 heartbeat.
Well, they think of 5 heartbeats and Meteor Man. And I'm like, I don't see what people got against Meteor Man. I like Meteor Man. Like,
Meteor Man was good, bro.
You gotta understand.
Yeah, what the time it was at.
For a black superhero movie in a time where a black
you
man.
You see Meteor Man?
No.
You know see Meteor Man?
Nah.
Meteor Man 5.
I'm just yeah, it is like. Like I said, for a black man to like do a superhero movie like that in a time where black people were still really weren't able to have no capital for no movies and stuff like that. Nah, that was good. That was, in my opinion, like they say about you people, it's good for what it was.
Yeah.
So you know, you gotta recognize sometimes people couldn't just do it like that.
Yeah.
I was reading this.
It was another Disney movie he was on, the superheroes.
Oh, Up and Away.
Up and Away, bro. They couldn't touch aluminum foil.
I ain't gonna lie. That's messed up. That a black family's weakness is aluminum foil.
Why is it messed up, Malik?
That's racist. you know that's messed up. Black families in aluminum foil like this.
I was gonna say, yeah, we love aluminum foil.
You know they can't just put saran wrap on everything.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
Saran wrap is fine. I don't know why we don't mess with saran wrap.
I mess with saran wrap, but Randall's wrap.
I mean, some black people like saran wrap, but we go to foil first. I like to look at my food.
It's just something about that foil, bro.
It's just something about that foil, bro.
You put it over that plate, it be all wrinkly, crunchy. You know?
Shit, when you was a kid, you used to make fake grills with Reynolds.
I did used to make fake grills.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. That family could never make fake grills with aluminum foil because they die. That's crazy.
Yeah, Malik. All right. That was what he got from the movie.
Damn, they can't make grills.
little black boy go to school with all the other black kids over there, making a little fake bringing rolls.
They got their grills in. He got to sit over there.
He got to keep his distance. Wait, no. He actually could because he ain't had no power. That's what it was.
Oh, the little boy got it right. The little boy didn't have no power.
Well,
he was lame, bro. He was so lame to me.
Well, they was like, you know, you ain't gotta have powers to be special.
Man, bump that. You can be a whole black family with powers. Imagine how you can't tell me as my parent with superpowers that I can I'm cool. You cool without it? No, I'm not. Bro, Johnny them flying to school.
I mean, if they were
CC running, I'm taking the bus. Everybody know it too.
If they was a pack of wolves, they would have killed him. You know, they don't like wolves. Don't like runts. They leave the ass out to die.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, they killed the rats. That ain't just wolves though.
It ain't just wolves. I mean, that's like a common thing with
dogs.
Like with animals. Like a lot of even cats will do that shit. You know, I mean, I love you, but you know, from a distance.
I don't like cats.
No, I know you don't.
You definitely know I don't. Stop sending me pictures of that cat, bro.
I ain't sent you no picture of the cat. I sent you a picture of the cat the other day because you was hating. I be posting my cat.
Stop posting that cat too.
I got a cat.
Yeah, he got a cat.
I got one at the moment.
At the moment.
They
always get more than one.
You darn right.
They always get more than one.
He just scared of cats. That's all it is.
No, I hate cats.
Then she got a fire name too.
I do. I do
cat name?
Her name is Aurora Bory Flawless.
Sound like an anime.
Well, her name, cause she a rescue cat, so her name was already Aurora.
So she retarded.
Is she what?
Retarded.
No. I just slapped you on camera, man.
Is she one of them evil cats?
No.
Y'all evil, bro.
We be chilling. We be chilling all the time, bro. I went to punk rock flea market a couple months ago, and I had her in this little bubble backpack, and I was walking around with her, and I was like, "Oh my God, she's so precious. She's so cute. How did you get her in the bubble bag?" And I'm like, I sat her down in it.
They probably be having a fight. They
was like, well, she looks so peaceful and calm, and I was like, cause she my cat.
Bro, stop entertaining that cat, bro.
I'm interested, bro. He put the cat in the bag.
Bro, look at
cat don't have no problems, bro.
Hey, bro, the cat's out the bag.
And she, you know how like dogs be waiting for you to come home. She do that too. When I come home, I see her. She sit on that windowsill. She do her little rounds around the room. When I open that door.
I play too much.
Hello, y'all. Welcome to another episode of About to Blow Up podcast with John Leon and friends. And on today's episode, I have a friend of mine Don't know how many years it's been, but it's been a minute. I call him a black historian himself. Piece of black history. A walking piece of black history. Don't pay attention to his shirt.
I don't even think they can read the shirt.
Don't let him. Don't let him.
It's a movie reference.
It's okay. I call him Malik X. Like I say, he's a piece of black history.
That's hard.
He's a black creative in the city of Birmingham, Alabama, but travels.
Right.
You dig? Any of these videos that you've been seeing from me, like I said, I'm just a talent, but I can't do it alone. And I need somebody that can do the rest. They do all the heavy lifting. I just look cute and stuff on camera. And Malik do the rest of it. You dig? He's take the interviews I've had with Coach LeBeau and Coach Frank. What else did we do?
We did the principal of Macadam.
Oh, Dr. Abner.
I like that one.
I do like that. I like that one too.
Homegirl at the coffee spot.
Oh, Tierra, shout out to the floor. What else did we do? We did one more live show.
Yeah.
And Malik did my live show. We got a lot more work coming out this year too, man. I ain't hit you up about it, but I got a lot of plans.
I mean, I knowing you, I ain't surprised.
Yeah. We ready, bro. We ready, bro. My boy. Damn, I almost said your first name, bro.
Boy, don't do that.
My boy
Start the
Malik.
thing over again.
My boy Malik Banks is in the building with us over here at the studio. Trey, welcome back, bro.
Man, I'm here.
Yeah, the folks ain't seen you in a minute, bro.
Too long. Been a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Walking up on a year for real, yeah. Hey, shout out to About the Blow, bro. Finna be a year, bro.
Finna be a year.
Yeah, man. Yes, bro. We can do this
I
like
was
Drake.
just thinking about that, man. We've been doing this for about a year, man.
How long you been doing, like, Malik has been doing cinema, I call it cinematography. Is that even right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Malik been doing
That's what it
cinematography for shoes. As long as I know you always look like you been interested in movies and stuff. But you always been an old head too, bro.
That's what everybody say.
Yeah, like you even got like the Marvin Gaye like no haircuts. Like all them niggas like all back in the day, bro. To me, I like you look at me like, damn, did they ever go to the barber shop? For real, bro. They never cut the taco meat all the way out.
I got the taco meat too.
I believe you.
With a skinny gold chain.
Yeah,
I don't do the
about
chains, but you know, I can rock them.
Yeah, you really do look like a Soul Train character, bro. Yeah.
Where my daddy records at? See, you too young for that. You know what that is.
Or record?
No.
I'm talking about, what you talking about?
There's a reference to
Like,
Sanford and Son. I want my daddy records.
Oh, okay.
Ask your parents about that.
I did. I ain't never watched Sanford and Son.
That.
What the?
I don't know, bro. I could never get into Sanford and Son. I was a Good Times. I was a
Oh, let's not get started on good times because that mom was a villain.
I ain't think about that till that I seen a post on Facebook one day.
I've been trying to tell people that for years, and me and my mama be beefing about that all the time.
Florida was holding them back, bro.
My mom was like, she did what she could. I said, nah. I said, that's crazy. I said, for her to push Christian rhetoric on her kids and her family all them years, then James died. Then like 3 months later, you meet this dude at the bar, and he let you know up front he an atheist. And you like, oh my God. But then you go and marry this dude and take off. Like, leave them kids by themselves. Oh, you moved on up. Yeah. Good.
She did.
I mean, I ain't saying you gotta be the most moral family, but like me watching every episode of that show and seeing them struggle and seeing like the amount of times that it could have came up, and sometimes you probably could have thinking, well, probably a little shady way, because like I know a couple times like some colorful characters in the hood tried to get JJ to do a painting commission. And because one of them was a pimp.
Oh, you talking about? Okay, I thought you was talking about who I thought you were talking about.
And because I think one was a pimp, and I think the other was Lenny.
Mm-hmm.
Lenny.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get him to do a painting, and like Florida was like, "Oh no, baby, he ain't no good character. You can't do that."
You know who you really sound like?
Who that?
Maya Angelou.
Hey, rest in peace to her, man.
Rest in peace to her.
I listen to that Common album all the time when she on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad she started talking again. I do like that.
I love Maya Angelou.
I love Maya Angelou.
I love Maya Angelou. I love what's her name? The author. Bluest Eyes Sula. Oh man, Toni Morrison.
Nah,
I love Toni Morrison. Yeah.
I like what they did to the place.
Show your ADHD kicking in here, bro.
Yeah, it look good.
But yeah, back to you, Malik. Yeah, bro. What I know, but we gotta let the people know, bro. Where did this hunger for cinematography come from, bro? Because you're doing the videos, you're doing the pictures. You know, you've been on movie sets. You been on TV show sets?
Yeah.
Okay, been on TV show sets. You're doing it all, bro.
Got to.
You feel me? But you know what your ultimate goal is, bro.
I know my ultimate goal is.
We're going to dive into all of that, bro.
All right,
like this whole grind process in it, you know, because we hear about the We hear about Quentin Tarantino. We hear about some other director. We hear about Ryan Coogler. We hear about Michael B. Jordan. But
I'm glad he's starting to do more director stuff.
I love it, bro. I love Michael B. Jordan. I love Michael B. Jordan. Period.
Right, bro.
Feel me?
I just be messing with folks about it. I'm like, look at the light skinned boy getting knocked around that ring. Hey, Jonathan Major's about to put that whipping on him.
That's just smart, man. I can't. I'm going theaters. Open the day.
Oh no, I got advance tickets ready to go. AMC A-list.
AMC, bro. Man, we gotta talk about that too, bro. Because I be hating on you when you be like,
I be trying to tell y'all, $20 a month for 12 movies.
Put us on game, bro.
I be telling everybody.
Put it on game.
All right, so I do the AMC A-list. Like I've been doing that for a minute now because it's a $20 subscription, and it work in like multiple states, and like some of them it don't unless you like get the higher up thing. But for $20, I get to see 3 movies a week for free. And then you're like, hey, I pick the seats, reserve them, and all that stuff. So instead of me spending somewhere between $10 and $20 every time I want to go to the movies. For $20 a month, I see 12. 3 every week.
I got a question though. If you was to bring somebody though,
I mean, I pay for the extra ticket, but I mean, still, it's just paying for one. But like you said, it's the convenience. And then like, when you go to AMC, you got the black line and the yellow line. I'm always in the yellow line. A-list member, baby.
Black line and yellow line.
Yeah, see, you don't go to movies that often. You don't pay attention to that.
I really don't.
See, that's a flex that only me and certain people can do because
the A-listers.
Yeah, not even A-listers, but like people like you. If you don't go to the movies that often, you probably don't even notice it. But I used to be looking at that like, man, that little short line, the yellow line, and then you got the black line, just be zooming like you going to an amusement park, man.
I got a little offended, like the black line and then the yellow line. I was like, what you trying to say, Lee?
I mean,
feel me?
Get your status up, black man.
Hey, you got stock in AOC, don't it?
Oh yeah.
Invest in what you do, bro. Invest in what you do. That's a big key, man.
They send me NFTs all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to do with these because
nobody does.
I mean, I know what to do with them.
I still don't understand.
I know what to do with the NFT, but I'm like, it's worthless to me. But I mean, I'll keep sending them.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe someday it'll do something. But
2023 just kicked out. What's the best movie you've seen this year?
This year?
Yeah, already. My boy got to go in the vault for that. Hey.
Man, I gotta do that letterbox. hey. Hold
that would have been crazy.
Hello.
Well, y'all is hilarious.
All right, man. So the only movie I done seen from this year, from actually this year, is You People.
Really?
That is the only movie I've seen from this year.
Okay, from this year.
From this year. Now, you want to talk about last year.
Nah, it's one movie. How many times you seen Black Panther, bro?
3 times.
Just 3?
Yeah.
Word.
The most recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just seen, you think that's
how many times you seen Batman?
15.
For real?
Yes. Dead serious,
15.
Bro.
Why 15 times?
Why not?
That's all you got to say.
For real?
I mean, I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once, like 17 times in theaters.
Yeah.
So.
I gotta watch that, bro.
I'm telling you.
Because I remember.
You ain't seen Batman yet?
No.
I ain't seen Batman yet.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking about Everything
Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, I gotta see that.
Oh, I ain't seen
just
that.
because I heard it was so good, and then there was one particular scene that Malik posted.
Oh, I have seen that. Everything all, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I just want to see, because it was a clip that Malik had posted one day, and I was just like, is that what I think it is, flying? He was like, it is.
It is.
I gotta go see it now.
I mean, because like, if anybody who ever asked me before, what's your favorite movie is, I was like, I don't have one. He'd be like, why? I said, because I feel like it's a sin to have a favorite of something that's something I'm working on. So
Word.
I said that movie. I said, nope.
What's your favorite genre?
I don't have one.
Word.
I watch anything.
Really? I definitely believe you, bro, because we definitely had conversations about different kinds of movies, and I be like, how you be knowing about this stuff?
I just watch random stuff. Like, I started doing that little letterbox thing where you are the movies you watch throughout the year. And so far, I'm at 60 already that I've watched so far within the year. This like 2023.
Do you watch movies? And I know you don't, honestly, but do you watch movies and actually watch them, or do you just...
Everybody say that. They're like, how you digest it? I'm like, I digest it while I watch it. Like,
literally, really?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to digest anything.
It's
like
not hard.
I need like a week or 2.
Like, I guess because I've been
even with
doing
music.
I mean, I guess because I've been doing it for so long. Like, I mean, this is something I've been doing since I was a kid. Because like somebody was like, matter of fact, you asked me that the first day of the first day of 2023, like it was Sunday, and like we was on Twitter, we was talking about letterbox things, and I was like, oh yeah, I watched 11 so far, and that was the first day of the year. And then like, how you watch 11 movies already? And I'm like, it's Sunday, it's my off day, I ain't got nothing else to do. I said, I'm in bed with my cat right now. So And yeah, I know you wipe that smile, the little look off your face about my cat. But and it was like, how you even do that? That seemed impossible. Like you can't just digest. I'm like, they're like, how you go from genre to genre? And when I was a kid, we didn't go to the movies like that. Like I rarely went to the movies like growing up, though, to be honest. So we had to just, or me, I'd have to depend on the bootleg DVDs that my daddy went and got, or the DVDs we did have, because he had a nice little collection, and me and my brothers, we just go down there and sneak and get one, you know. I mean, it would have been simple just to ask him, but for some reason it just felt better to sneak and go do it. Or I depended on watching movies that came on TV. So like FX always had movies on, TNT always had movies on. Mm-hmm. So you can't predict what genre they're gonna show. You just had to watch whatever came on. You couldn't pick it because we ain't like.
That's true.
We ain't had just like cable where you can go to like HBO or nothing like that. It just
since you can't pick a favorite movie.
I can. Okay. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Well, I'm talking about all time. I'm gonna ask you your favorite movie from.
That.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Word.
Yes.
Why?
That's great. That movie was awesome, man.
Like, what's the basis of the movie?
Basically, like dealing with parental trauma in a sense. Like, you know how, and black people relate to this a lot. I think it's like an everybody thing, but I know with me being black, you know, generational trauma is something we've been recently talking about as a people for like the past couple years or so. I remember we was at my daddy's and my grandma's doctorate ceremony because they got their doctorates last year.
Shout out to them, clap it up on them.
Yeah, yeah, both on the same day at the same time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so we was in the room with the family. We was talking about generational traumas and stuff like that, and how things are passed on and all that stuff. So basically, that's what the movie was touching on, and it was in different ways about like because the mama pushed so much of her ways of quote unquote protection and love on her daughter, and she was like, well, I just want what's best for you and whatnot. And so the daughter's like, you really, you know, you kind of out of date on a lot of this stuff. And like, you're not really listening to me and looking at me. I get what you're trying to do, but it's harmful. And so the movie deal with like the multiverse. So like people get kind of upset when I say this. I was like, Doctor Strange, A Multiverse of Madness is not even a movie that deals with the multiverse. Everything Everywhere All at Once is, because Doctor Strange go to like 3 different universes. That's it. Yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once. They hopping from a different one in like every like couple seconds. So and her daughter in a different universe is like going through and killing all versions of her mama. Yeah. Because she's looking for the right one to convince her not to destroy the multiverse. Yeah. So that's basically what was going on. I thought it was a really good message to it. The editing was great. The cinematography was great. The fight scenes was great, and I appreciated that they gave my boy I can't pronounce his name. And I hate that I can't. Have you ever seen the Goonies?
The old movie?
The old movie, The Goonies.
Yeah.
You remember the little Asian kid?
Wow.
Yeah, you remember that little Asian kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the lady's husband in this movie, and I'm glad he started acting again. And they asked him why he dipped off, and he said, "Well, I didn't think I'd have much of a chance." He said there wasn't a lot of opportunities for Asians in cinema, so I had to. He said I felt like I just needed to dip off for a while. He said I didn't see a chance, but he watched that movie that came out. I want to say 2019.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Huh?
Crazy Rich Asians.
He watched that.
Crazy Rich Asians.
He watched Crazy Rich Asians. He was like, "Oh, so we out here."
Yeah.
So he said he went out for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Think about that. Is it really too many lanes for Asian actors out here?
I mean, it's a lane for everybody out here, but you know how it is in this industry. So, and that's why I kind of went the route that I went as far as my education and whatnot. Because that Netflix movie I was on, this guy was talking to me.
You got 2 degrees, right?
Yeah. First one was from Laos State in radio and television. Then I took a year off, which really, I didn't think I was going to go back to school. Like, I thought I was going to be done with my associates. Then I was like, nah, I said I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Because like I said, it's hard. It's way set up against us in this. I mean black people. It's set up against us in this industry. And I feel like, well, I needed, as your parents say, a safety net. So, but also I wanted to go back to school because I wanted to, but also because I feel like I needed to in this industry. I'm not saying, people ask me like, do you think I need to go to school? I say, you don't need to. I said, if you want to and you can, you should do it. But it's not a necessity. But I went
That's
to
a good piece of advice.
yeah, but I went to Birmingham Southern. I mean, I be telling everybody that like if in 2023, I really think a lot of 4-year degrees are overrated because they're letting you know every day that it's not worth you getting your degree. Like, I mean, maybe like when we was in high school and you was getting a 4-year degree, oh yeah, it was valuable then. But now, unless you're going to school to be some type of doctor or getting a trade,
People say that.
I feel like a 4-year degree is useless. Yeah. But I went to Birmingham Southern. I graduated from there about 2 years ago. Coming up on 2 years. So then I got my degree in film from there. But
Yes,
also,
sir.
yeah, but then also I'm their first graduate with a Black Studies degree.
Word.
Yeah.
That's tough right there. It fits you, Malik X.
I mean, shoot, I'm the first person from Lawson to graduate with a associate's in Black Guy.
Then you start something like that, Lawson? What did you start? It's something.
I ain't starting nothing up there, but I don't think I started anything.
Word.
No, I mean,
what was that thing you were talking about at the school? We went to the school. It was something that was we went to talk to Mr. Turner class. And
homeboy was asking about the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I knew he was kind of joking with me about the question, but I gave him a serious answer. I'm like, are you serious about trying to do something in rap? And you talking about going to school? You talking about going to Lawson? I said they got a studio up there. Yeah. Like that studio was made like during the time that I was there. That's something I wouldn't say I started it, but that was something like I was kind of involved with as far as like as it was going on as it was happening because we had rappers in my class and I was doing some of their music videos. Or, like we were working together and. They started using the studio. So, like I was telling them, like, if Lawson is the place you want to go, because I was letting them know, like, Lawson is a great school. Like, without Lawson, I would not be where I am right now as far as my career is gone.
Lawson is real good for people that just didn't think, if you didn't think you were going to go to school out of school, Lawson really, they hold your hand. They make it real easy for you to do everything.
I'm not saying Lawson was
some people need it.
A lot of people need that. I needed it.
They do. Mm-hmm. And my parents told me, and they was like, you ain't ready for no 4-year school. Yeah. And they was talking mature wise. And don't nobody know you better than your parents do. So, I mean, I knew what they were talking about, but also I wasn't trying to go off to school anyway. Like, I wasn't trying to go off to know. I mean, I was and I wasn't. I really wanted to go to Morehouse, but I ain't have Morehouse money. Like, and I know that
Morehouse is expensive, bro.
HBCUs is expensive in general.
Apparently, that's a private school too.
And yeah, it's because it's all boys school. But. And I know that was been a topic of conversation recently about HBCUs versus PWI. So like I said, I done been through both of them. So I tell you the difference.
Cause Lawson State is an HBCU, bro. For y'all that be hanging.
Yeah.
My
HBCU. I rep them all day, every day. But so like I said, Morehouse was a school that I really wanted to go to. Like I got accepted in like Tuskegee, and like they would really go provide me like pretty much everything. But I ain't had nothing I wanted to go to school for, which was film. I was like, they got communications, but it's not the same thing. UAB got like a film media program, but they weren't trying to give me no money. So my next best bet was Lawson State. And like I said, my brother went to Lawson State. My granddaddy, he went to Lawson State, and he was from the first graduation class that offered automotive services. So he was one of the first people. He was in that first class with them. And that's actually where the film department is at an auto body shop.
Word.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was.
Yeah, that's what across the street from we know in the football field. Yeah, that little auto body shop. Yeah, that's what my classes was.
Word.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice big room though. Got the studio in there and everything. Mm-hmm. But I forget my point about that.
I forgot where we was going with it too. I just let
you know I be rambling, man.
Yeah.
But I got, like I said, I got my degree from there, and then I went to Birmingham Southern, got my degree over there. But I was talking about how I didn't need one. I'm gonna let you know something. I was set in my Lawson State graduation, and I kind of almost cried, and not because I was graduating, but I kind of feel like I was wasting my time doing that. Like, cause that was about 2.5 years of my time. That when I was like, everything I learned, I know I could have learned on YouTube. So I was like, why was I doing this? And I know I said I wanted to do it, but I was like, I know that I was putting pressure on myself. I was like, man, why I waste my time with this? And like, I really ain't paid nothing to go to school because I was on scholarship. And my scholarship ran out actually my first year. And this is why I tell everybody to go to Lawson State. They can look out for you. My pastoral scholarship was like tuition free. All I had to do was cover my books. But for my film class, I ain't had no books. So I really didn't pay nothing to go to school. So after my first year, my scholarship ran out. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, man, I can't finish. I can't do nothing. Like I could have got my certificate. Like at most, but I was like, I ain't coming for no certificate. Like they ain't mean nothing to me. So I kind of was walking around in the days, and this librarian I'm cool. I was cool with her son for a time. And she was like, hold on. She went and got the vice president. And I've talked to him a couple times, but like nothing too significant and nothing like that, dude, where I thought he would remember me. The couple times I have talked to him, I always had my hat on, because I usually have a hat on.
Yeah.
And he was like,
I remember that, Malik.
yeah, Mr. Banks, take your hat off. I'm like, all right. When I'm around him, I take my hat off, because he's the only person in my life who really asked me to do that. Yeah. So she called him up and took me over there to him. And so he took me to the science department. And he was like, give him a STEM scholarship. I was like, I'm not a science major. Mm-hmm. He was like, son, do you want to go to school or not? I said,
no, that's real.
So him, and I should just say Austin, period, allowed me to continue my education, because they knew there was something I was really serious about. Mm-hmm. And it go back to kind of also on my name. It's something my daddy and my mama tell me since I was a little kid. Your name is everything. You ain't gonna get nowhere in life without your name. And that's how it. You know that, like you was talking about with when we was at the school, you telling the kids about networking, and you threw my name out there, I throw your name out there, chain reaction, but it's how people describe your name, right? And that's everything. And my name and how I carry myself, and like I tell people, when people are like, oh, you got good mannerisms and this, that, and that, I say, you don't thank me, thank my parents. Mm-hmm. And they go kind of laugh when I say that, because I was a little hell on wheels to them growing up, so. Mm-hmm. We
all were.
I know, right?
Well, see, I got in trouble for dumb stuff all the time.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, and like my dad would tell you that. He was like, look, he ain't bad. Yeah, he just do dumb stuff.
I'm always curious, bro.
That's what it was. That's what it was. And me and my mama had a conversation about that. She was like, she appreciated certain things and precautions my daddy did to like make sure we ain't get into no trouble and not. And I was like, hold on. I said, for years I've been listening to y'all say that. And I said, I just thought about something. Y'all always told me if I wanted to do something, I was going to do it. And I was like, so do you really think that at the end of the day, despite what he could do, if I wanted to do it, that I couldn't get it done? She was like, you got a point. Yeah. And I was like, man, that's funny. Yeah. But I give a lot of thanks to them about me actually like having the mentality that I got. And of course, as your own individual, you discover things about yourself. Mm-hmm. But I really got to give a lot of props to them. For how I came so far in this. I
always feel like, for me, I always feel like my dad was the first person to like believed in me, and I still feel like that to this day. I be like, my dad don't never necessarily tell me take the safe route. He always tell me plan it out, basically. Mm-hmm. Like it's always what you want to do, how you gonna do it, make sure you do it then. You know what I'm saying? As well as a mom, I think everybody's mom probably like this. Like, be careful. Your mom always like, that sound good, but you did. It's just like, come on, like, I bet on me all the time. You did.
That definitely my mama. Like, it be times where I go like, go do a shooting in a like suspect place, and like I tell her about it. She like, as long as you careful. Yeah. Like I got like the little drone video of me in the woods, and she like, as long as you careful.
Luckily you was with some black folk in the woods. Huh? Luckily you was with some black folk in the woods.
No.
Not the Wakanda shoot?
No, not the Wakanda shoot. This was in not the Wakanda thing. That was in Georgia. I was like in an actual like forest or something like that, but it was like a state forest and like that. Nah, I was just like randomly in the woods with that drone video that I took, and she was like, as long as you careful. Because it been time before I described some like suspect shoots I ain't done, like we had to trespass or do something like that, and she's like, why? And I'm like, because it's got to get done. I was like, if I don't do it, who will? And she's like, as long as you careful. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. So and I'd be like, and I showed her little pictures and stuff like that. She's like, well, they do look nice. I said, now you see what I risk doing what I do. Yeah. And she's like, as long as you careful. Yeah. And see, like you said, my daddy be the same way, and
my dad always tell me be careful too. But
I messaged him yesterday, cause like I moved out like a year ago, almost a year ago, and living on your own is a different thing. Yeah, it's liberating, but it's a whole different ball game. Yeah, I texted both of them yesterday, and growing up, they've always told us that they prayed for us, and I tell my mama often now, I can let you know. Anybody, every single one of us who stayed in this house, God ain't left us. Mm-hmm. And both my parents know I had trouble with faith, but I always been told faith is like a mustard seed. As long as you got a little bit of it, it's bountiful. Mm-hmm. So I texted both of them yesterday. I was like, I don't know what it is. I said, I keep saying 2023 gonna be a big year of changes, and changes could be in good or bad. But I told them, I was like, the more I keep saying, because I started saying like it's one like the New Year's Eve joke, you know, like, oh, year change, new year, new me type thing. I was saying it. The more I was saying it, I started believing it. And I don't know why something came over. I told my mom and daddy yesterday. I texted them. I was like, hey, I said, you ain't got to call me. I said, I'm fine, but I need you to pray for me. Mm-hmm. And I said, because I know y'all always have, and they always told us we have. And I've always felt that, because like, it's a lot of times that I've done stuff under their household that I probably should have either been jailed for or dead. Mm-hmm. Or just consequences should have happened. And I still feel the presence of God. Like despite my waningness, I don't want to say waningness of like with God, mm-hmm. but you know all men falter. Right. But I just for some reason I just feel like my faith has never been enough for God. So like I told them, like, you know how I am with prayer and how it's weird for me in a lot of ways. I said, but I need y'all to pray for me. I said, I know y'all always do. I said, but I have never asked you to pray for me before. I know y'all just always have. Mm-hmm. So for once, I'm gonna legit ask y'all to pray for me. And both of them was like, we'll do. And I told my mom, I was like, oh, she called me yesterday. She called me for a different reason because she was asking me about the Black History thing, like you did. Yeah. She gave me my recommendation for the day, so I need to post that after I leave here. Mm-hmm. But I told her about it, and she was like, well, I wasn't calling about that, but you know, I kind of wanted to go check on you too. I was like, I figured that's what it was. Mm-hmm. But she was like, you know, that's what an intercessory prayer is. You asking somebody for help and for coverage. And I was like, you're right. So I really appreciate them being who they are. And I know my dad is probably looking at that text like, what this boy talking about? Yeah. Like, because like I said, he always prayed for me anyway. I know he do. I never heard him pray for me. Like she said something about how she don't remember us praying. She don't remember praying with me and my brothers as kids. Mm-hmm. I was like, because she started reciting that, now lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Every black person know. Yeah. So I was like, no, you used to pray with us. She's just like, I remember. I said, this was when I was a little kid and I used to sleep with the light on in the hallway. Yeah. And because people think that you can't remember stuff before you like 5 years old. I don't know where that rule came from. I was like, I remember 3 years old. You used to come upstairs, either you or daddy come upstairs and pray with me and Paco every night, and that was the prayer we did. Now let me down to sleep, pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Yeah. Right, and we throw our little ad libs on at the end for specific people or situations that go on in our life. But she said she can remember that. She was like, but I'm glad that you do. So like I said, no, it's certain things, and let's go back to my name, your name, and what make you. It's certain things and how people affect you in your life. And even they may not recognize it or remember it, you carry it. The fact that I could remember that, but she couldn't, but she was glad that I could, because I described how my room looked. Because we had like a little prayer picture on the right side of the wall with this little boy, and it's like the background is like a foreshadow of somebody else praying with him. I'm guessing it was Jesus. Mm-hmm. But it had black features, and back then I ain't know Jesus was black, so I guess it's like his daddy in the picture or something like that, because Jesus ain't black. But it take your experiences to make you who you are. Facts. And my experiences since I graduated and left Pleasant Grove have been bountiful. Yeah.
I wouldn't trade mine for nothing, bro.
I wouldn't trade mine for
nothing. Even the worst days, I'd be like, dang, I needed that.
Lord, man, a lot of times I'd be ready to give up. A lot of times. Like me and you talked about that. Like I told you, I started doing therapy a few months ago. Mm-hmm. Man, and she was my first time, because I signed up for a consultation meeting. So I know what consultation mean. I know how you do a consultation mean for a therapist. Mm-hmm. So when I get there and my session start, it was 90 minutes. I talked for 90 minutes nonstop, and she was like, well, you covered a lot of stuff that I was gonna ask, but she's like, because this is a consultation meeting. I was like, oh, I didn't know how that went. And she was like, well, you talked the whole time. And I was like, I appreciate you giving me a safe environment to be in. I said, because I never really had that. Like, not saying my parents didn't provide that and nothing like that, but there's some things I feel like, you know, you don't just need to talk to your parents about, or you don't know how they gonna take certain things. Right. And because, like, honestly, the past 2-3 years have been like really rough for me mentally. Like I had people in my life who'd have known me for a minute or just met me. They're like you kind of acting a little different nowadays. I'm like, I'm really tired. I'm really exasperated. I told my daddy a few months ago. I said I'm constantly reassessing myself all the time. And that's a troublesome thing to do. Constantly having to check, and it get really tiresome. Like when my senior year, Birmingham Southern, I was like really in a bad place, really in a bad place. I was like cause I ain't see myself graduating. I was like either I'm gonna drop out or I'm gonna kill myself, cause I was really down bad. I was stressed out for no reason, and it felt like, and when you look back,
like you were useless.
I did feel like I was using a lot of stuff, and I really did. And I was like, I feel like I want to make stuff better at home, my parents too, because I was doing, like I said, I wasn't doing dumb stuff, but I was doing things that like weren't beneficial to me in some ways. And I was like, man, I'm feeling like this, I'm feeling like that. I feel like I know I'm doing the right thing, but I also feel like the wrong thing at the same time. And I had bits of reassurances coming from people every now and again. But like I told my dad, I constantly always was my own reassurance. Like growing up, they definitely told me they were proud of me and this, that, and the third. But for some reason, I always felt like I needed something more. And like,
did you feel like a lot of people? I know a lot of people peak in high school, unfortunately. But did you feel like you okay? Back then, looking back, was you just like, dang, did I hit my high point in high school?
Hell no, bro. I was lame in high school, bro.
You was.
But, exactly. Peaking is for cool people. Shoot.
But did you feel like mentally you had peaked like that? You was like, dang, what is the better part of life? Or did I already go through it?
Nah, see, like I was having them little existential dread thoughts as a kid. Like I was burdened a lot with that stuff. Like, and I told my parents,
what thoughts?
Like just existential thoughts, like just major things, like why are we here? Type stuff. Yeah. Like, and I told my one thing I do appreciate about my parents is that they never hid the world from me as a kid. If
we can tell.
Yeah. I told, like, I started being, like, sexually interested when I was, like, really young. And I just asked my parents questions. And, like, I think the first time we ever had, like, a sex talk was when I was 4. And, well, because I kept badgering. No, they went like, see, I'm explaining something.
Trying to look like this freaking nigga here.
No. And so they ain't like just like give me the whole nitty gritty.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know how parents will sometimes like distract you and like turn the question around or something like that. Kind of like I ain't trying to deal with this right now.
Right.
My parents never did that. They, for me to ask a specific question at 4 years old, for me to ask adult questions at 4 years old, they talked to me as a 4-year-old and they gave me like the answers out of respect. They ain't like just like I said, they ain't just going to nitty gritty details about stuff, but they answered me to where my thoughts was quenched and I ain't need to worry about something. Like I think the next time we had a sex talk when I was 8, and they kind of went a little more detail about stuff because they were like, okay, well he seemed to be showing some signs like he probably need to know what's going on, and so, and not just about sex, but just about a lot of things in life. I know one time we was me and my brother was heading home with my daddy from Walmart, and you gonna make fun of me. It was a Bow Wow song on the radio.
Yes, sir. Boy, y'all gonna stop playing with Bow Weezy, boy. Cause Malik be the main one playing on Big Bow Weezy.
Look, we ain't gonna get into that. But it was a Bow Wow song on the radio, and so, man, my brother was just singing it, and I forget what it was, but apparently it wasn't something the children were supposed to be singing. And my daddy was like, he turned around and he said, "Do y'all even know what you singing?" And I don't think it was like explicit. The words weren't explicit, because you know Bow Wow ain't had no explicit songs like that for real. But it, you know, words can suggest a lot. So my daddy like, "Do y'all even know what y'all singing?" He was like, "No, it's just a song." And so that's what I mean about my daddy didn't hide the world from us. He made sure that you gonna know what you in and what you're about if you doing something. So whenever we watch, he sit us down and turn the news on for us at certain times. Like, y'all need to watch this to get a grasp of what's going on. Because a lot of kids probably walk through bliss and not know like what's going on in the world. My daddy made sure we knew a lot what was going on. We talked about certain things. And a lot of times those conversations came up because one of the three of us was in trouble. And so I had to sit there and listen to a lecture. But a lot of times, him and my mama made sure if we had a question or something was going on in the world or something was going on around us, they made sure that we weren't ignorant to what was going on.
Right.
And so I told them, I said, I appreciate y'all not sheltering us. Because in a lot of ways, I'm way more immature than a lot of my peers and a lot of people I grew up with. But I think in a lot of ways, like I look at myself as an adult now, I'm like, man, my parents really really
Nigga,
set me up.
Do you still feel like you not mature than your peers? Cause Malik, bro,
In some ways, maybe.
Yeah.
Malik, bro, you like one of the more mature people I know, bro.
See,
I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
And I'll never give myself enough credit.
Yeah,
but
bro,
like I said,
see, look, bro, we get flowers on the show. And we talk that talk on this show, bro. So that's what I'm finna do for you right quick, bro. You really are one of the I look at you like a big brother for real, bro.
oh man,
Like,
don't get me
still,
crying,
cause I think this stuff when I don't know something, I know I can go ask Malik, and he know it. You know what you can go through me and Malik messages, bro. I think I got question marks on everything I send to dude, cause he just got he soak up a lot of knowledge, bro. And I think that comes from just being mature. You dig? Like, you don't just sit around and know stuff cause you know stuff. It was some time and quietness that you had to go through to actually learn that, bro.
And that was most of my childhood. Like, I mean, I had grew up with two older brothers.
Two older brothers, bro. You grew up old soul anyway. You did. So, like I said, you really are more mature than you give yourself credit for. I think we just see one thing. I was talking with another friend of mine like earlier this week. I think when we were growing up, we thought like 16, 17 was like grown. Like I grew up with an older sister, and I was just like, man, she got a car. She be eating McDonald's. You feel me? She be paying for her McDonald's. So I thought she was
she got McDonald's money.
You did. I was like, man, my sister got she grown. Then when I got this age, I'm like, my sister about ain't know nothing about nothing, bro. I'm sitting here like I don't know nothing about nothing. I think because I call myself sort of an old soul too. Mm-hmm. Because we hang around older people, we just think we not supposed to be there because we just like, why would I want to be around me, my young tail?
And in a sense,
and then when I hang around people my age, I be like, y'all so stupid.
Oh God,
stupid, bro.
Like y'all be tripping
for real. A lot of times, why you angry? You feel me?
A lot of times it be like that, bro. Yeah. And you're right. I don't give myself a lot of credit, but like I said, I've been having to reassure myself since I was a kid a lot, and I think I don't reassure myself the way I'm supposed to, in the right way. And I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way. But like you said, I don't give myself a lot of credit because like a lot of times I joke with people. I quote the little Ricky Bobby thing.
You not first or last?
No, not that one. You know, I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence.
Yeah.
You know, I say that to myself and I joke a lot of times about it. But like it be times where I do recognize that I am great. And to quote my boy Cam, I love you, Cam. I am greatness. I used to make fun of him all the time for saying that when he first came to Pleasant Grove. He used to yell it. And he used to get on my nerves. I'm like, boy, if you don't sit your little Norbit looking self down, boy, you ain't great at nothing. Great at being an annoyance. Yeah. But that's his name in my phone now. Yeah. Because Cameron is one of the first people in my life. Like, I've known who I was, who I am. And despite my uncertainties about myself, Cameron never faltered from knowing who he was since I met him. I met him in 8th grade. You couldn't no matter how he dressed, how he looked, how loud he was, how annoying I might have thought he was. Cameron has always.
He really was annoying, bro.
He was. Yeah. He still is a little bit. I love him, but Cameron has always been greatness. That's why that's his name in my phone is greatness. Mm-hmm. He been claiming it since I met him. He probably been claiming it longer than that. Like our folks grew up in the same area. Like his grandma stayed down the street from my grandma down there in Pipe Shop. But Cameron is greatness, and I can't wait to see where his career going. Whatever he's doing, like, it's gonna be great because Cameron has manifested that. He's been saying that ever since I known him, and I think that's an amazing thing. Mm-hmm. And that is a real shining example, not just from a friend, but from a brother. And that I can claim that I know this dude, that I have known this dude. And someday I tell I'm doing I tell stories about Cameron. I'm like, nah, that's greatness right there. His name ain't Cameron Lindsay. That's greatness. Mm-hmm. But I like I said, people like that.
Shout out to Cam, but that's my brother. But y'all listen to the intro. The song, that's Cam, Made Man.
Hey, there we go. Yeah. Bump his old stuff too, cause you remember that hard drive that crashed?
Yeah,
His music video was on that thing.
We had another project on there too.
Yeah, your other project. Yeah. And her mama, I ran into her mama and she asked me about it too. She was like, "Well, get to fixing it." I was like, yeah. But I thought his video was awesome there because I was done with it. I was pretty much almost done with it, but I forgot that I sent him like a test video of it that was finished. But look, chopping I gotta do to it. And I was just having a mini Riperton back down memory lane moment the other day on my Google Drive, and I was just scrolling through. Like, I found some stuff from, like, my old ex, and I was having my heartbreak Drake moment from that. I was like, when the good thing goes bad, it's not the end of the world. But then, like, I got down to the bottom, and I saw a file that said test. And I was like, the hell is test? And hit play, and the intro came, and I was like, oh, let's go. Hey, first thing I did, I sent it to the camera. I was like, bro. I said, I don't know how. I said, guy with us. I said, I found it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I forgot I sent you this thing to look at.
We all said that, didn't it? Me, you, and Cam.
Yeah. I was like, yo.
God is good, bro. God is real, yeah.
Cause I forget who it was. I think it was Schoolie had just dropped something.
Rich Boy Schoolie?
Huh?
Rich Boy Schoolie?
No, not that one. I forget. Dang. I think I got his name wrong. But I think it was Schoolie. He dropped something at that, because he did a little small video over there at the train station on the investment.
Oh, okay.
But you know, me and Cam did it over there before that. And that's what that video was. A lot of it was around there. Yeah. And one of my riskier trespassings was at that hospital, Caraway Hospital, that they just tore down over there in North Birmingham. And me and Cam shot a lot of the music video in that abandoned hospital and at that train station. Yeah. And a lot of that was really with that drone that I did at the train station. So I was like, oh, man, I got some great drone footage of that. But hard drive crash, and homeboy was like, yeah, it's gonna be like $2,200 to fix it. And I'm like,
got it.
Yeah, that's what I was like, bro. You charging me $2,200 for data recovery? Yeah. No, bro. I thought it was gonna be like $300 or something like that, man. You trying to rob a dude? Yeah. But I mean, supply and demand.
Mm-hmm. Supply and demand. You right.
But what was it going? Like I said,
man, we were definitely talking about. We started off with everything.
You know, you can't let me ramble.
But it was going in gears that I was like, okay, it's going where I needed to go in.
I mean, like I figured that was gonna happen, but like we was talking about stuff that I done and where I'm going. Yeah. My main goal, like people who know me know I want to be a director and stuff. Mm-hmm. I ain't got no set goal like for real when I want that to happen or whatnot. I guess I do, cause like. I set up like a little personal joke goal. I'm like, man, I want to have a feature film done by the time I ain't talking about like no small feature, even if it is small or something like that. I want it to be a well-known feature film by the time I'm 30. Not only that, I want it to premiere at Alabama Theater. Man, my older brother graduated at Alabama Theater. My Papa graduated at Alabama Theater. I graduated at Alabama Theater. They do sidewalk at Alabama Theater all the time. I said, man, I want them to do either an opening night or closing night showing my movie by the time I'm 30 at Alabama Theater. Not only that, I want to have like a Criterion Collection DVD of my movie by that time, because like they only pick like so many type of movies to get into that thing, and nowadays they let more like modern movies get in. Like they're like, oh, this movie just dropped, but we go already give it Criterion Collection status. I want that to happen by the time I'm 30. Like they let certain actors and directors and people in film go to their little special closet, and you get to walk around and pick out which movies you like that they got in their collection. I want that to happen by the time I'm 30. Word. I'm 26 now, so I love that.
We here manifesting, bro. Shoot, 30 right around the corner with shoes. So I mean, the grind is too.
Grind is too. It can happen. Like I mean, honestly, I didn't think I'd get this far where I am. Like I said, I kind of told you, but I didn't really tell you. Like I had a meeting yesterday. With Creative Birmingham, with Film Birmingham, like you probably saw that picture I posted with Sidewalk.
Oh, Creative Birmingham,
yeah. They got a little film department, like film directory thing now. And so me and my guy Steve Moon and Jim Michelini Miller, they the ones who kind of got me going in the direction I'm going to, with him. Like any job, like any movie that comes through Birmingham, Alabama, and the South, they know about it, and they go put me on. Because they know me, they know my reputation. I hang out with them. We go eat lunch and dinner sometimes, often. I was actually going to take a break from film this year.
And do it.
I mean, I still go help you out with stuff. Like, I mean, you know, I work at UPS in the morning. I had a day free so I can do other stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'll go take a break to get my life in order in some ways and, like, get myself more together. But Jen kind of messed that up. She sent me a text the other day, hey, what you doing on March 27th? Like them heist movies. Oh, I know what that means. Yeah. It's time to get back to work.
That's all right, because I showed I'll text Malik a date, and he'll just be like, it's open. I bet. Be ready for the details later.
That's why I work at UPS the way I do. Like, so like somebody hit me up, they want something done during the day or whatever. I'm like, all you gotta do is call. Let me know. Yeah. That's why I make my schedule so free like that. So I was like, well, and she was like, yeah, it's gonna be like a couple movies that'll be coming here, so you know, keep your schedule free. So between March and April, I'm gonna be working. Like so I was take a break to get myself together. Mm-hmm. But just by me knowing them and like them helping me out and get me started, Cause Jen, the reason why I got on that Netflix movie that I got on.
What movie you was on, Lee?
Devil All the Time.
Word.
Yeah, I mean I did.
What it called?
Devil. Oh, is it The Devil All the Time? With Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, and Sebastian Stan.
What, you talking about Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
This man was in the movie Spider-Man.
Wait, hold on, not just Spider-Man, but Spider-Man and Bucky, and also the Batman.
The Batman you did? You ain't like that Batman though, did it?
That's the one I saw 15 times.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
What you talking about?
My bad.
Bro, I got the
What's the name of it one more time for the people?
The Devil All the Time.
But that ain't all you been on, bro. What else you got out there, bro?
Man, I did that little Bruce Willis movie that's on Hulu now, bro.
It's on Hulu right now. You did, yeah.
Oh yeah, that Steve, the one who introduced me to the Bruce Willis, bro. I almost had a heart attack.
Word.
I tell Steve nowadays, I like, bro. I said I love you. I said, but I almost shit myself when you did that. Cause I like I said, I grew up watching old movies and stuff like that. So like, Pulp Fiction is like a favorite of mine. Like Bruce Willis is like my childhood. So like, I'm unloading the art truck because I work in the art department for that movie, and I turn around, Steve walking him up to me. I'm like, fuck, oh my god, it's Butch. Yeah, it's Butch. Oh my god, like you know,
fanning out.
Yeah, you know, black folks they know him from Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, I told my mama, I was like, mom, Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah. I was like, mama, Bruce Willis.
Yeah. And
like,
you got to see, and you worked on that was his last film.
Nah,
were you on that one?
No, that was the first one I did with him. He did 2 more here.
But did you say that they had the IBF him like his lines and stuff, didn't it?
Because of his condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, because he got aphasia, it's a form of dementia.
I didn't know that.
So he wasn't able to really do a lot of his. They had to feed his lines to him because he couldn't. He was starting to like not remember stuff for real.
That's crazy.
And I'm glad they kind of like came out and told his condition what was going on with him because he got a Razzie Award, which is basically like a joke award.
Bad performance, yeah.
Yeah, and like. Cause he was doing all them like I say Steven Seagal type movies where he'll do just anything. You sell your name to a movie and you do it, but he was doing it for a reason because he don't know how much longer he got, and he was trying to get as much money as he can for his family. So I think that was real admirable, and so I'm glad that when they put that out, everybody was like, oh, now we get why. Because the movies he was doing weren't bad, but. You just didn't think it was up to
everybody know your standard,
right? Everybody know your standard. That's why I be telling Cam, like when we talk about quality and stuff, and he's like, that's why I send all my stuff to you before I release it. He said, because you know what I can and can't do. Yeah. And I was like, bro, he said, you my brother. I said, I'll never bullshit you a day in your life. Yeah. I said, yo, shit, you garbage. This is garbage to me.
Trey, remember them days? Yeah. Trey was rapping. I used to be like, Trey, this junk trash.
Hey, sometimes your brothers and your friends, however you want to call them, they gotta like. You can't just hype everybody's stuff. You gotta be honest with them. Like if you see
everything I got out now was pre-approved.
Yeah.
if you see potential of somebody, you know what they can do. Remind them what they can do. Like I said, that boy greatness. Everything he do is great. But I let him know. I know you can do better than this. And every time he send me something, I go back and tell him like my pros and cons. But every time he release something,
that my dog just came in the door.
Who that?
That was Maya.
Oh, I thought it looked like Susie from
the
hell. But every time he send me a new project, every time he send me a new project, I give him more pros and cons because he constantly getting better. He
really is, bro. I shout out to Cam, bro. I told him we're gonna make his documentary. Did he tell you what I said?
No, you didn't tell me nothing like that.
From the iPod.
Hey, bro, he used to carry that iPod around all the time,
bro. He used to carry the iPod around like it was his phone, cause. Like he was just like, and he was like, I always had some big fat headphones.
He always had them big fat headphones, bro. Me and him, we actually used to share headphones, but like he, bruh. See now you taking it back to the old days. Like we was in Shalaby room, old room, for that meeting, for the career day, and I was looking at the computer and I took a picture of it. Yeah. I sent it to Cam and he knew exactly what it was. Cause that was the computer we was pirating off of. We was pirating
Cause he put me on Rich Homie back then, bro, because of that. Definitely was some stolen music.
Nah, bro. Tony put me on Rich Homie Quan, bro.
R.I.P. Tony.
R.I.P. Tony.
I wouldn't care who Rich Homie Quan was if
it wasn't for Tony.
It was Tony, bro. Yeah. No, that was Man of the Year.
He put me on that. Cause he put me on Rich Homie and Thug, and it's like he put me on that Get the F out of my face.
Yeah. Tony used to sing that all the time. He used to be joking.
Yeah, bro. Thug was That's another conversation.
But yeah, like I had my first, as they say, in the room meetings yesterday, with Steve and Jen and like with Creative Birmingham. We was talking like because they made it to where like instead of you just doing run and gun shoots on your movies and you set up your own like roadblocks or like trying to like get like halfway clearance to do things around the city and stuff like that, you ain't gotta do that. You can go to them, file your papers. It's like quick and easy.
Right.
And they really just started this, so it was like we need y'all to like advocate for us and get us up and like so we can be a better community to get this going. And the meeting was really interesting.
They didn't Gerard Carmichael you did it.
What you mean?
Not Gerard Carmichael. That's his name, Gerard Carmichael. On the Carmichael show.
Oh.
What's his name? Just hosted the Oscars, bro.
Oh.
Hey, what's his name, bro?
Wait, was that the Oscars? Was it the
Golden Globe?
Golden Globes. I ain't watching, but I heard Homeboy was a disaster.
I mean, but he was like, this was funny, bro. So he was like, they called him and was like, yo, we want you to host the Oscars. He was like, all right, let me think about it. Because he was like, they're just trying to use me, you know, the black guy.
No, man, no.
Wait. He was like, they're just trying to use me as the black guy. Good. Yeah. He was like, they just trying to use me as the black guy or whatever. And he was like, so he was like, I'm just waiting on call. You know, I called my grandma. So he called his grandma. His grandma was like, he's called his grandma. And she was like, yeah, grandma, you know, they called me to host the Oscars and blah, blah. I don't know if I want to do it. I just feel like they're just trying to use me. And she was like, how much they paying you? And he was like, they said like $500,000. You better take your black ass out there and get that white folk money.
Flav had a similar story like that before, with him acting, as he said, a hard R. But he said, I don't care. He said, you see how much they paying me.
Yeah.
That's actually what it was. Like, Steve and Jen, I've been working with them for years. Mm-hmm. And like I said, whenever something comes through Birmingham.
Those the ones that were working on your movie?
Huh?
The movie we did?
Yeah, okay, the short white lady?
Yeah.
That's her.
Sweet lady.
Exactly. Yeah, when she kept telling Cameron to shut up.
Yeah.
Because Cam was there helping out.
Yeah.
But them, like, they actually, like, fuck with me. They actually love me. Like, she called me her son. Like, Steve texts me all the time, call me all the time. We chop it up, be like, we got a text thread going, like, hey, what do y'all want to do? Or new project and this, that, and the third. Like, of course they recognize that I'm black, but I don't think I'm there just because I'm black. Like, they understand that I'm trying to do something. Like, they know that that's something I leave them or something like that, but I'm going to be doing probably something outside of them that's probably still involved in them. But, like, they don't never try and, like, clip my wings or nothing like that. They, like, when I was in the room with them yesterday, they even brought my name, but as far, like, not so much they brought my name, but they, like, when they was introducing me, they was like, yeah, he started out young with us, like, a couple years ago, working with us, and we're not getting him to the point where he can produce his own projects and show him the ropes on how to do that stuff. So if there may be a time where I don't have them around, I'll be set.
Yeah.
And get my own stuff out the ground, because eventually that's what it's gonna be.
Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley.
Eventually that's what it's gonna be. Where, like I said, I want to own my own production. Like, I got my own little production coming. I guess, you know, I be riding around with the drone.
You are your office, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on office. I got the backdrops and everything, just on a moment's notice. Just let me know. But I want to be more official at some point.
Yeah.
And I won't, like, you know, he who shall not be named. You know what I'm talking about. I want to have that type of studio going around here.
He should not be named.
When you keep trying to tell me I need to give him a chance, and I told you I ain't doing that no more.
Who did I say, bro? Cause I do that.
Who black and got a studio that everybody go to? Atlanta. I think you just want me to say his name. I ain't gonna do it.
I really can't think of it, bro. Black got a studio in Atlanta. Who is it?
Bro, Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Oh, man. Move the mic in there.
Yeah, someone in the back and take
He was still gonna pick
up. Bro, 5th Street got quality mics, bro. Like,
bro.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna know. Shout out Tyler Perry. Malik just got his own beef with Tyler Perry.
I do, but I got beef with a lot of people just because.
Malik definitely do, bro. Like, his opinion's gonna make you go there.
Let's not get started. But you know, I want to do something like that at some point around here, man. Get my own little area for us around here. But that's what the conversation was about yesterday. But
let's start blow up studios, bro. Let's start blow up studios, bro.
Blow up studios.
Yeah, blow up studios.
Oh, you smart your name.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably wouldn't use your name, but I mean,
Alright, bro, I don't
you
care,
get
bro.
subsidiary. You know,
Let's do this, bro.
You be a bench, you know, with you.
Oh, in it, bro.
With it.
Black creators in this
Black
mug.
creators, bro. And that was the main thing too. I need to reach back out to him, but this guy I went to high school with, he graduated a year before us. He was like, "Hey, I see you be doing something right."
Cool.
I ain't gonna throw his name out there like that.
Cool.
I mean, cause we cool, but we ain't friends like that. I randomly throw his name out there like that. But he was like, "How do I get started with acting and stuff like that?" This and the third, and I'm at that point where I really feel like I should know more than just tell you like, well, you just got to go out here and look for it and do it, which is the case. But I really want to be kind of that plug to like let folks know like, hey, you can do A, B, C, X, Y, Z this way and go about this route. And it's starting to get that way. And that's what that meme was kind of about yesterday. And what I appreciate about Creative Birmingham was including is like we gonna have workshops over the next couple months. Because Steve introduced me as like a jack of all trades when it comes to film. Like when there's whatever need to be done on set, I'm willing to do it. I don't care if I know how to do it or not. I'm gonna at least try and learn it.
Yeah.
And so, Creative Birmingham was like, well, coming on the next few months, we will have trainings to where if you want to know how to be a director, we teach you how to be a director, producer, grip, gap, and all that other stuff. Like if there's something you want to learn in this industry, we're gonna teach you how to do it. And so I'm gonna start posting and hyping them up because, like she said, we need people to advocate for us because a lot of people don't know what we're trying to do, what we're about.
I just found out about them last year. Bottom of last year.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. I was like, I mean, cause I said I go to Sidewalk almost every year, and I see y'all name on stuff. I said, but I never really knew what y'all did.
Yeah.
Like I thought y'all was just another sponsor of Sidewalk. Yeah. I said, but actually sitting here and talking with y'all about what y'all about and what y'all trying to do, and like our goals in line for the most part, I was like, no, this could really happen because I really hated like when I started telling people I wanted to work in film and stuff. They're like, oh,
want to be an actor?
Well, not. No. I mean, you may want to be an actor.
I definitely want to be.
I mean, I do act and stuff, but
I got a face for acting.
You do.
Yeah,
you look decent, dude. You know. But
appreciate the compliment, bro. We don't compliment each other enough as black men.
I feel like I can get involved with that though, cause I done audio engineered every type of song, but I never did like a movie or a series, nothing like that. So.
I'm gonna let you know something. Like sound equipment is so expensive, but like it's a lot of money and opportunities in sound design, like sound operator.
Hey man, you a role player around superstars.
What you mean?
Like you not the LeBron. You not like
he shrunk.
Huh?
He shrunk.
Yeah, you the guy we need to hit the like. I'm just using me as an example. I'm the LeBron. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I'm the one that gonna sell the tickets. But LeBron need a trainer, a chef. He need a yoga instructor. He need all that to be LeBron. He did, but it's a lot of other like role players that a lot of people don't know. Everybody want to be the superstar though. But that's one thing I've always admired about Malik. He know his role, bro. Like he was like, it's like even on his movie, Malik, you weren't even the main character in your movie, were you? It was the little boy.
I wasn't even the character in my movie. I was behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Ephraim was Ephraim and the little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ephraim was the ghost.
So you knew your role, bro. And like I said, I appreciated that out of you, and it made me know that for one, Malik has always been an individual that's known himself. As long as I've known, never been ashamed to be himself around anybody or nothing like that.
It took me a long time. Like
I could not tell Malik. I remember you in high school. I want to say I seen you with a lightsaber in high school, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
a lightsaber.
Yeah. Like the Star Wars, my guy.
Yeah. Oh, nah, I'm a Star Wars. But see, now everybody loves Star Wars. But back in the day, to make fun of me for, it's cool. It's cool. You know how y'all love Marvel and shit now, man. Yeah. Hey, it's whatever. Back in the day when Malik had the DC custom-made Converse, lame.
Yeah.
Now y'all pay $500 for them.
Exactly. But your individuality always made you stand out, bro. Your willingness to just seeing you like being behind the camera, bro. Because I think you told me, I think that was you that told me that. It was like the reason you didn't care too much to be on camera was because those people, I think you said something like them people kind of die out or something like that.
You got a lifespan in front of the camera.
It's a cap, yeah.
You got a lifespan cap in front of the camera.
How long you gonna be the handsome dude, like more chestnut? No disrespect, but how long that gonna last? Black don't crack, but you know what I'm saying? Like how long that part gonna last? But you always gonna need a camera guy. You always gonna need the sound operator. You always gonna need the just the regular interns that be on the side of the set.
That's what I started out as, doing PA stuff. The intern grunt work. Oh yeah, I mean it's fun, but you go
The experience, bro.
You gotta pay them dues.
That's how you know you really love what you do, bro. When you go through what Malik went through as.
And they
bro, the one you were, what was that on? I forgot what film you were telling me about, but you had to do the rain.
Oh, that's the one I was devil all the time. Where I was special effects on that. I was working.
Do you know how they do rain in movies?
No.
How you think? Like, what would you think? What would you think they do? How they do rain in movies?
Maybe like a water hose or something.
No.
No.
Where would they get the water from?
Man, it was a good question, bro. I mean, whatever they do it. What do they do though?
Where they get
All
the
right,
water
you got fire hydrants, but you got to call the city and basically get training from the fire department. Which I was with some seasoned people who I was working with, because like this guy Chris Bailey, he does like a lot of movies. Like whatever special effects need to be done, for the most part, in a big industry movie, he done it. Like he did every Pirates of the Caribbean. You look up his IMDb, like him and his people on everything.
Love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right. Bro. You know, it don't matter after the third one. No, we ain't gonna get into that one. Like I don't care for the fourth.
I can't even remember the orders, but I do. What the first one was
Curse of the Black Pearl,
and that was the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one was with Davy Jones and the Kraken. And
no,
the Kraken was the third one. The second one was still with Davy Jones, and the third one was with Davy Jones and the Kraken and all that stuff. But you know,
I'm going to watch those today.
Oh yeah, it's all on Disney Plus. Man. Yeah, there you go.
You said they got to get training from the fire department.
Well, kind of, sort of, because like the fire department went on set with us when we was working.
But they lended them.
Like you got to get clear, because like you got to have the meter too, like a meter reader, let you know how much water you can use. But you get these rigs, you got to fill the bucket up with water so you can hold the weight down. Because, like, you got to hold them poles down. Like, when the water go through and shoot out, you got different pipe fixtures and spigots to, like, give you specific types of rain. Because the rain you get in movies are, like, actually made, like, through the hose and, like, the spigot where it come out of different holes it got. So, I'm sitting there holding this thing, like, and you got to, like, really have a whole grip on that mug. Even with that weighted blanket, you gotta make sure that thing ain't turning. It's gotta stay in spot. It gotta stay in place. But they run it through a series of hoses. Like, man, that was probably the hardest thing I had to do was cleaning fire hoses. It took me 2 days to clean fire hoses, bro.
Did you know the attire? Did you know the attire you had to have on when you first did it, or did you?
They told me it was like, you ever did rain before? I was like, nah. They said, well, you need to go get you some rain gear. I was like, we go practice how to do this stuff. I was like, okay, cool. So I went to Harbor Freights, and I ain't made of money, so I got like the basic like rain get up and whatnot. I ain't do nothing. I'm bro. Boots is filled with water. I'm drenched, but like I told my mama, like you gotta do what you gotta do for what you love and for the shot.
For real, man.
I'm sitting there cold and shivering. And like, I'm drenched, but I'm holding that thing.
Yeah.
I'm.
They ask you okay? Good.
Yeah. Hey, just like I couldn't, like all water was getting in my eyes and stuff.
Malik crying and stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't crying now, but like, hey, I had to. You can only hold your head down so long without like water drip off. And I ain't really had I had hair, but I ain't had hair like this back then. So
yeah,
my hair only absorbed so much to start getting my eyes on.
That was one of them days when you get in the car and go.
No, bro, like man.
No music.
That's exactly what I did, but it was
just drive home. When you see a dude driving 10 and 2 straight ahead, something happening at work. Something happening at work.
It was a crazy fun experience though. Like, and I learned a lot from that one. That was a special effects when I did. But yeah, that was the Netflix movie. But like I learned how to do like professional like little blood packing and squibs. You know, when you see somebody get shot on camera and the blood come out, use a detonator.
Word.
Yeah, like if you do like little homemade.
Bro, we gotta make a Tubi movie, bro. Let's make a Tubi.
Oh no, I gotta be. If I'm doing that, I gotta actually get because you gotta get certified to actually operate a detonator. Cause like, cause you.
I just want to make a Tubi movie.
Oh, I mean that's easy.
Like you feel me? Like we could put like
what kind of movie? A comedy?
Well, I know how to do it. I know how to.
Bro, we're gonna make it. We're gonna talk, bro. We're gonna make this movie, bro.
But I know how to make a squid without a detonator. You just use a condom. Like, yes, I'm dead ass serious.
Word.
Yeah, that's a lot of people do it.
So if I get shot, like they gonna try shoot me.
Yes.
Then the camera gonna swap, and I'm gonna have to go.
No. Well, no. You able to get it popping and going with a condom or whatever. But like, it's just certain ways that like people can you like I said, you can go on YouTube and look this stuff up and how to do it. That's how like I taught myself how to edit and stuff. Like I learned also how to do like the basic stuff. A lot of stuff I done since then. I learned on YouTube, like quick tutorials and everything. When you ask me, when you be sending me stuff like, hey, can you get this done? And I'm like, yeah.
That's another thing. Joe taught me this. If it's in your field and you don't know how to do it, learn with somebody ask you how to do it. ASAP.
Then that's the thing. Like, when you asked me, I was like, I mean, I probably could, but I ain't gonna give no definite answer till I know that I can. So like, I looked it up and I was like, a direct tutorial, bet. So like, I mean, whenever you trying to get that thing going, we can get that going.
We're gonna get it going. About to blow a movie coming out 2020.
2020 something.
Yeah, 2020 something. We're gonna make it work though.
Yeah,
We're gonna make it work. It's gonna be fire, bro.
But back to that meeting, like it was like you was asking, you think I was there just as like as they say the token kid, and growing up in Pleasant Grove in a predominantly white area, a lot of times you know real quick and easy when you the token kid in life. Yeah. Nah, I definitely was not a token member yesterday, and I really appreciate them including me because we were talking about certain things in like in a little text thread, and Steven said like because I met the lady and I told them like about what they were about and what she was doing and stuff. So like I basically brought the name up to Steve and Jen, and Steve was letting me know about the meeting. He was like, "Hey, Jay, you should be here too," and I was like, "Word?" I was like, "Yeah." I like so. I don't know. I really was surprised, but like it was nice to be included in that, and like I said, have one of those in the room type meetings. Yeah. Like I really felt proud of myself about that. But
I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah, and like I told my mom and my daddy, like I ain't really going to like specifics like what was going on in my life or whatever, like things that could be or should be or would be going on. But I was like, I don't know what it is. I said, but I really feel, and I told him like, and I'm quoting right now. I said, I'm really feeling like that gospel song. The lady said, "Shift in the atmosphere." and I really feel that shift. I don't know what it means. And that could be. I told my mom and dad. I said it could mean a good shift or a bad shift. But
it's a great shift coming, bro.
I hope so.
I agree.
Yeah. I hope so. But I really hope I'm ready for whatever is coming. Like, cause I said I want to do a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to do a lot of stuff this year. Like I told you about my little show that I'm trying to do. And
we're waiting on that, bro. I was actually gonna do that. I ain't gonna say what it is because I don't want to get away. But I was actually gonna bring something today.
Why didn't you bring it?
I didn't want because it's your idea. I didn't want to milk that from you, bro.
I appreciate it. But I mean, you know, you gonna be on guest on there. I told you need to get your story straight. You know,
I do. I need to get my creatives great because I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh Lord have mercy.
That's all I got, bro.
I bet. I look forward to it. But my roommate about to move out, so I'm about to kind of. Me and the landlord go try to redo the house. Like this will be the first time I'm really living by myself. Word. Like so, it'll be peaceful because I ain't gonna have nobody over there at all. Yeah. Like somebody's like, you ain't got no girls in there? No. Yeah. Ain't having nobody. Yeah. Ain't nobody, bro. Me and my cat gonna be chilling. Okay.
All right, man. Yeah. You just don't like been a great episode of About to Blow Up podcast.
You just hate that cat.
I do. I feel like you need a part 2 though.
Malik definitely need a part two, bro. Malik got a lot to talk, bro. We didn't even dive into everything, bro.
Man, you talking about stuff I've been doing now since I was like 18. Yeah. And like, I know you asked me what got me going into it, and I hate to like, I know you said this is the end of the episode, but going to how I got into this, you know when you was a kid, adults would ask you,
what do you want to be when you grow up?
What you want to be when you grow up?
I love this story from Malik.
And I never knew the answer. Like, and I felt so bad a lot as a kid because I never really thought about it. Like, I never wanted to grow up in the first place. Because my parents had never sheltered me for something. I was like, ain't in the rush to get out there, man. Fuck was out there. That ain't for me. Yeah. But you know, you can't avoid it because age happened. So you hear all your peers and your friends be like, oh, I want to be a physical therapist, or I want to be a cop or something like that. You know, and that may be something that they didn't change when they grew up and they're not doing it today, or they found something better to do. Mm-hmm. But like, I didn't even have an inkling of an answer what I wanted to be when I grew up. Like, I think at one point, when I was like 12, and that's because I was watching movies a lot. I tell you, listen to the music and movies because it'll tell you the story a lot better than the action will. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be a composer because I wanted to go to Juilliard, but I was like, damn, I can't read music. Yeah. So, and I felt like 12 being 12 was a late time to like learn how to read music and get into Juilliard, and like Juilliard really hard school to get into, and I'm like, damn, I'm black too. Mm-hmm. I was like, so I was shutting myself out as a kid, like just really not getting myself credit. But one day I was like in 11th grade going to my senior year because you know it was crunch time then. I gotta figure something out. Yeah. And I was just sitting there watching movies, and I was like, had the little Al Bundy like hands in my pants type situation, and I was like, well, I like watching movies all the time. Yeah. I guess I make movies. Yeah. So that's pretty much what it was. Mm-hmm. And I ain't never really since I made that decision, I ain't never thought about doing nothing else. It's something I want to say I put my all into doing because I definitely wavered and like had bad days and bad times where I can't do this anymore. And should I be doing something else? Cause you ain't it's not no overnight success with this stuff. I'm not even successful in what I'm doing right now. Like I'm still struggling. Like
you are successful, bro.
I mean,
it's somebody out there hating on you. I promise you that.
Some people been hating on me my whole life. That is what it is, you know. Yeah. I mean, I may have been a lame, but I was a lame.
Pop the collar on.
I said I may be lame, but I was a lame you was hating on. Yeah. Like you said, because I was always me. You know, you couldn't tell me I couldn't be me.
You definitely successful, bro. Because, like I said, somebody out there hating on you, wishing they was in your position, bro, and everything. Like you may not have an office. You are the office, bro. I like to see people that don't wait on the opportunity. They create the opportunity. You can wait on the opportunity all you want. Somebody else grab them up, and you make a lot of opportunities.
I did have to learn that lesson, though. I did have to learn that
to go create an opportunity.
Go create an opportunity.
Yeah, man. You can't stop. A lot of people got to understand. You got to start asking people to put you on. Put you on, man. Put yourself on. There's so many ways to put yourself on.
And like I said, people have been asking me that recently, like put them on and like certain stuff. And it was at one point when I first started doing, like when I went to Los and I started telling people I was doing film and stuff, and they was like, tell me, put me on. And it was certain people who stayed true to me actually like offering them stuff to do. But other times, like, they didn't. Like, on my senior film, you know, I had like people lined up to do certain stuff, like, and I mean the last minute, you was there. The last minute canceled on me. Or the night before they canceled on me. Like, my senior project, it's not even done yet. My professor still asked me about it. But I'm going to pick it back up again. You need to watch that Atlanta episode because he basically did my senior thesis.
Word.
From season 4. Yeah, with the MF Doing episode.
Word.
Yeah, he did my movie. And I'm like, I was 2 years ahead of you. But, and that was the thing. Like, when it came time to, like, I was in a position to put people on to my projects and stuff, or, like, put them on other stuff, people going to answer the call.
Yeah.
Or excuses coming. I understand, like, when,
but
like when people flake on me or like they can't do stuff with me, my first thing I tell myself is life happens.
Let me tell you something too, bro. As a creative, and this might be me just venting, but as a creative, for sure. But as a creative, I'm gonna end with this. For sure. As a creative, but that support from your friends, family, close people that you know, classmates, whatever, it means something. Don't just send a text. Show up, call. Be there for people, man, because it means a lot to just keep going. When you're trying to break into something and be who you are, that greatness that you feel inside, that greatness that we heard him talk about Cam, because we all feel it when we in something that we have a passion for. It's really important that the people, the person, the creative, we see you supporting, we see you helping, you see you not just sharing the post, but when we throw events or Malik got a movie, you show up and be seen. And it's cool to. I'm pretty sure you appreciate it when people share your stuff on Facebook or they tell word of mouth, bro.
But a lot of people don't. But like my mom, I started doing reels because my mom was like, you need to put yourself out there and stuff. Yeah. So a lot of times I don't be doing posts like that because like people don't be sharing it for real.
Yeah.
And I be like, it seems like people be trying to come around. When
it come around when you on
the upscale,
yeah,
like you look like you're on the upscale. Like, nah, I still in the same position I was before.
Yeah.
So you just set yourself up in disappointment, but you can help both of us get to the upscale.
Exactly, bro.
But
a lot of people don't want to do that. So like I said, it means something to people when you there for them. So go be there for your friend that's creative, not just talking from me. I appreciate a lot of people that listen, watch, share, like, comment. Make sure y'all like and comment. Follow the Instagram page. All of that. I appreciate all of that, Malik. Pretty sure you do. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, bro.
I appreciate you pulling up, Trey. Appreciate you pulling up when you see you in a minute. But it means something to your friends, man. It means something to them a lot because they putting a lot of time and money into this. Yeah, man. It's a thing, man. So
I'm tired of spending money on this.
Show love to your friends. Show love to your people. With that being said,
we out.
It's a Tarantino shirt, man.
No, it's not, bro. Leave it alone.